Hey, welcome back to Daily Hope. What would your life look like today if you had a little more peace? Now, we tend to think of peace as only internal. God magically give me peace, and the Holy Spirit can give you a supernatural peace. But often, our lack of peace results from our broken relationships. We're in 1 Peter 3, and we're in this passage where peace is really kind of the center, and we're taking it one chunk of commands at a time. Here's verse 9. Do not repay evil with evil, or insult with insult. On the contrary, repay evil with blessing, because to this you were called, so that you may inherit a blessing. Wow, that's a verse for the age of Twitter. I don't know if you're active on Twitter. I'm not so much these days, but back when I was a full-time journalist and I first became a pastor, all the journalists were on Twitter at the time. And when I wrote my first Christian books, there were some of my journalism colleagues who were really making fun of me for being a follower of Jesus. And there was a one time when someone said something really pretty hateful, and I remember I wanted to repay evil with evil so bad. Sometimes I'm quick with words, and I wanted to repay insult for insult so bad. It took all my self-control to not just, type away and get into a verbal sparring match. But this is in all our natures when we get insulted. And so maybe this verse is for you today because today or maybe in recent days, someone has done evil toward you or insulted you. And I know it's not in your nature to not fight back. I know it's not in your nature to repay evil with blessing. And justice is part of God's attributes. So there are times when you need to get justice legally, or if someone's abusing you physically, you should get out of that situation and call the authorities. And yet, when it comes to our interpersonal relationships, whether that's with a spouse or someone with whom you share a house or a coworker, and there's conflict, it is the nature of Christ to choose, I'm not going to repay evil for evil. I'm not going to insult them back. On the contrary, I'm going to repay evil with blessing. Why don't you do that today from a heart that says, Lord, I want to be like Jesus, and watch and see what he does. I'll see you tomorrow for more Daily Hope.